Hi Floss Tube. We are finally here to do a flip through of a cross stitch Christmas, a season of giving from Craftways. I was going to wait for a little while until everybody got their book, but I realized how silly that was because those who get these books every year, you don't need to watch this. You don't need to watch the flip through. You already know what it looks like. But if you haven't gotten yours, and you're waiting, you may want to see what's coming. But this is more for those who don't automatically get these and hope to see what's in here beforehand. I know Stitcherista does a lot of flip throughs. I don't know if she's done one of these herself, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. So I already said that I was going to do a flip through, so I will do one. Please ignore my nails. I did not realize that the fingernail polish I just put on a couple days ago is chipping already. Plus I still have paint on my nails from my craft room. And yeah, my nails are just terrible. My nails and my hands, they still haven't recovered from work. So let's go ahead and go through this. I get these new every year this is my third one, I believe. I do have like one or two other ones that I have bought through Amazon, used books, and I think I've got a second one that I got through Hirschner's. I cannot remember. I do know that Michelle Bindi Stitchy recommended a book, and I bought it from Hirschner's right away because I really liked her flip through of it, or what she showed. But I don't remember if it's one of these, so I'm not sure how many I have, but I think you could go on Craftways and get the newest one. I am not a load of information here. I just know that I've gotten used ones on Amazon and Hirschner. So this one here, I send off a card that they give me asking if I want this year's Christmas book, and I say yes. Apparently I did it for this year and I forgot. But that's fine because I wanted it anyway. I just don't remember sending the card, so they probably send it out to you really, really early. So if you don't get these and you do want to start, then just go to Hirschner's, or not Hirschner's, sorry, Craftways, and then once you get the first one, believe me, they will be sending the card out for you for every year. And they are the one that sends out a card if you want to get the cross stitch calendar, which I have not gotten. I've thought about it, but I just haven't done it. So yeah, so let's go ahead and go through this flip through. I hope you bear with me. I did this the last minute, and you can tell that I did not bookmark anything, so I have to keep an eye on any of the patterns. I'll do my best. I will just show you the design, and I'll show you the designer, and try and get through this so you don't spend too much of your summer day listening to me ramble about a book. So here's Joan Elliott. I won't say the names of everybody. I will move the camera around as I need to make sure you get a really good view of the design because my tripod is small. And I hope you don't mind the handshaking very much when that happens because of how I have to hold on to the tripod. Okay, so here's the designer for this one. Oh, sorry, and the designer for another one. This is Sweet Treats, by the way, the title of this chapter. I forgot to tell you that. And here's the elves. And I do have to apologize if you hear my dog snoring. They are very tired. They were terrified last night from the fireworks. And it's not even 4th of July yet. Oh my goodness. It's really loud. I hope you don't hear her. And here's the designers. All right. Here's the designer for these little tags. If I were to do a tag, I would finish them off. I think I've said this before in another flip through. I would finish them off to be an ornament, or you can even finish them off to be like a flat fold or just a flat finish and attach it so they can keep bringing it out every year. But I don't think I would just stick it on a gift like that. I would be afraid after doing all that work, if they're not a crafty person, I would just toss it. So I'm going to move my tripod because the bottom part of this next page is the design of what's on the top. And you just toss them anyway. It's really hard to maneuver your tripod. Very cute. Don't you just love those little houses? And look at the cheeks on the gingerbread men. So I'm going to keep you up here and flip through these designs. So all the charts. And we go to the next chapter. So this next chapter here is Festive Fireside. And I am going to be stitching these. Don't know when, but they are so super cute. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 6 reindeer. They were finished flat. They are stitched on, I believe, a 14 count Aida. And then they have you stitch up the rough edges after you cut it off, and attach a cording. And then I cannot remember how they have you do the back. I can't remember if you spray something that makes it stiff or you just attach something that's stiff. I'm not sure, but they are extremely cute. And here is the designer. Now this one here is an embroidery. This is beautiful. And I've thought about doing a little embroidery. I have done embroidery in the past a couple of times. It was a lot of fun. And then here is Merry Christmas with Santa. And this one here is the designer for Santa. And then here is the designer for the embroidery. Here is the angel that's on the front of the cover. The pattern has the design for her back. And so you cut them out and you back them up to each other and then you finish it off. And then it goes on to talk about what you put inside here to keep her standing. And then you put her on a table, like put a wreath or something around and then set her in the middle. Or just set her on some things. I would do a wreath probably. That's what I'm thinking about, like a small one for my table. Or you could probably make her into a Christmas tree top. Like if you did a cross-stitch tree, or a tree that's just cross-stitch ornaments, and put her on the top, that would be pretty awesome. And then there's some really cute bookmarks. And again, here's the designer for the bookmarks and for the angel. Now this says your tree will look heavenly from every angle, but I'm pretty sure I saw in here that you could also put it on the tabletop. Either that, it was another design. Look, okay, we've got more of the patterns. I'm pretty sure I read it somewhere. Yeah, you stuff with fiber fill as desired to fill out the shape. Maybe that's for the upper part, I don't know. But I did see one where you could set it up right in a wreath for a table. Here is Homestyle Traditions. This is the one I showed you before that I said looks very similar to a Lizzie Kate, and that looked like Doctor Who's police station / alien ship. You got to admit, if you're a Doctor Who fan, yeah, it looks just like one. But or it just looks like it. But this is super cute. I do want to stitch this. And there's the designer. And these are just breathtaking. I just can't stop looking at these. Just beautiful. The part that looks like lace just really adds to the design. They are made to look like postcards. But yeah, it's beautiful. And then there you go. For people who love the red trucks, you know Priscilla would probably absolutely love that. And then there's the cows. Her and Chelsea probably love both of those. And here's your designer. Okay, and this one here is very cute. I love the red mittens. It really makes it stand out against all the other colors. I love the greenery. There's just everything about that one I love. And here is another design that is embroidery. If you do embroidery, then you can tell it's fairly simple. And there's your designer for your embroidery, and there's your designer for the cross stitch. Okay, I'm going to scoot it over because the other half has this pattern. That one. Very cute. There's the designer. And then we get into the patterns for everything else. I was curious. French knots. So those postcards look like there's a bunch of French knots on there. I was wondering, Krennic, yeah, and there's a lot of beads. So a lot of that was beads. I had thought so. Okay, so now we got into Christmas jewels. Is this chapter? I'd really love to do this one. I don't know if that's Krennic, but it sure looks like it. I don't like stitching with Krennic. Did I ever tell any of you that? The Fisher. Hey, Fisher of Men. Let's see. Here is a gift bag. I don't know if I would stitch a gift bag. Could you imagine stitching that whole thing and you gave it to somebody and they said, oh, I didn't keep that. I didn't know you were supposed to keep that. You would definitely want to take the time to stitch something like that for someone who appreciates cross stitch and knows what it is. Here's a pillow. That's really pretty. And little ornaments. I would think those would be hard to do. I don't know. And I will just show you this page because again the other side has the instructions, and this is your embroidery also. There's a lot of different stitches in this. Okay. Those are beautiful. So we are going through the pattern again. We are on Holiday Melodies. I don't know if I showed you some designers on some of these people. Probably not. I don't know if it matters. They're probably like, no, it really doesn't matter. You can skip it. There we go. All right. So, the most wonderful time of the year. Here's your designer. I probably forgot to show you a few designers. Let It Snow. This snowman looks so much like a snowman that comes from a monthly cross stitch, a free monthly cross stitch that I have online. Here's your designer for that one, and your designer for this funny guy. So cute. He's got all kinds of Christmas bells hanging off his antlers. Oh, I skipped a page. This one is stunning, but I just don't know if I have the energy to stitch something like that. If you could see the pattern, you would know what I'm saying. Oh, my phone's gonna die. I better hurry up. Yeah, it's very complicated. It's very confetti heavy, but I just love it. Watch me just go ahead and dive into it anyhow and start pulling my hair out. Here is Jingle Bell Rocks. Way too cute. Santa with his groove on. There's a designer for that terrifying but yet brilliant cross-stitch wreath. And here is Santa. Groovin' Santa. Here's a snow globe. I love snow globes. I used to have a couple when I was a kid. Don't know whatever happened to them. This designer. There's this designer. And there's that. That's beautiful too. You know, people, I just don't have enough time for all of these. I just don't. And I keep wanting to tag these. Mark them, tag them that I want to stitch them. I've got one more to flip through. Winter Mint. Here's the designer. And there it is. Gorgeous. That's another one I love. I just sigh at myself. Here's one. Not interested in it. It's contemporary. I'm not much for contemporary, but some people love it. It would certainly be an easy stitch. There's that one. And this one's from a different designer, but they really go well together. Joy, Hope, Peace. I know I keep hitting my phone, sorry. And here's all of these. So, we'll go ahead and get close. They're made to look like little cards that you hang on what looks like cording. Very cute. And then here's a little box, a petite box, and there's your designers. Trying to make this under 20 minutes, and I think I'm going to do it. And here's Merry Christmas. That's very cute too. Very, what would probably be a very quick stitch, because all of this, these are back stitch, or I'm sorry, cross stitch, but these are all just back stitches. And there's your designer. It looks like it's the kind of stitch that's, is it a running stitch? I don't know. They've got instructions for double running stitch, whipped back stitch, and buttonhole stitch border for this. Yeah, so I don't know why. It looks pretty simple to me. So there you go. That's the entire book. I'm pretty sure, but I better double check. It's been a while since I flipped through it. Yep, that is it. I hope you really enjoyed it. And if you did, I hope you get your hands on one of these. Like I said, all you have to do is just get one in the mail, brand new from the company. And after that, you should be getting a card in the mail every year asking if you want the following one. With this book, I do not remember how much it was. It's like $24, $25 with shipping. They give you a couple options. You can pay half and then half, or you can pay like in 3 months, or you can pay the entire thing. So that's just what comes with the bill in the mail. I thought I'd just run them all through with you. If you decide to do a payment, I don't think that, no, there's no interest in it. You just make payments on it. So that's it. I will come back with you guys later for another floss tube update. Today is Tuesday, the day before 4th of July. It will probably be after 4th of July. If I can't make it by this weekend, then I will probably be here Monday. My husband's going to be home from work for the 4th of July, but he will probably work tomorrow night. So, yeah, it might possibly be sometime this week, but we will see. I hope all of you have a wonderful 4th of July. And we will talk to all of you later. Thank you so much for watching this and watching a flip through, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much. Bye, everyone.